So that gap between rural and city folk that we endure to this moment in America is pretty evident here when Johnny Cash appeared on the Joan Rivers show on November 10th, 1986. He and June did the Ring of Fire, and then Johnny and Joan had an interview about the difference between city folk and rural folk and eating raccoon and all that. There was some common ground, you know, about urination.
How lovely to see you.
Well, it's nice to see you.
And I love the book.
Well, thank you.
Thought it was terrific. It's nice that you do a whole different thing. You actually, you know, sing and then a whole other career starting writing novels.
Well, I don't know that I'll write another one, but that's one that I felt like writing, so I wrote it.
How do you relax? Do you relax by writing when you come off the road?
A lot of times I do. I go to the woods a lot. Yeah, I got some woods in Tennessee I go to that I take a walk and get away from it all.
And like really woods?
Yeah, I mean wilderness. Wilderness.
So where do you live in the wilderness?
I don't live in the wilderness, but I take walks up there. I live in a I live in a real house, you know.
But when you go to the wilderness, so you go home to the real house. Yeah.
What's that?
When you take a walk in the wilderness, do you go home? You go home to like a real house? So you like camp out or live in a cabin or do anything like that?
Well, yeah, I have a cabin up there. At one place, but there's another place where we go raccoon hunting a lot in the wintertime.
Are you serious?
I'm deadly serious. Yes. My son has a pedigreed raccoon hound, a black and tan hound named Molly, and she is a beautiful dog, and she's a very smart dog. And we take her up and we go into the wilderness. And did you ever hear about a raccoon hunt?
I went on one once, but I'm from New York.
Did you?
And it ruined my heels. So I don't want to get... What do they do? I'm only kidding. Never. What do you do in a raccoon hunt?
Well...
It's so good to talk to you because it's a different culture.
Can I hold your hand?
Oh, yes.
Can I hold your hand? You see, we have this dog, Molly, that is a registered coonhound that we take up to the woods. And Molly likes a lot of affection, and she likes to be patted. And if you don't pat her every day or every time you're around her, she'll come up and take her paw like this and go.
Ow.
Like please give me some attention, you know?
Right.
Well, we go to the woods and to the wilderness, as you say, and there are certain people in some of these counties up there that make what they call white lightning, moonshine, and things like that. Not in the county I go to. They don't have. But 4 or 5 of us will go on a raccoon hunt, and we'll send the dogs off, and they'll start trailing, you know. They've got a great sense of smell. They'll trail the raccoons, and we'll stand around the fire and lie and tell stories and wait until the dogs tree the raccoon. Now, we can tell when he trees a raccoon by the sound they make, because when they're trailing, they go woo, 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 woo. But when they got one up a tree, they go oh, 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 like that. So we know the difference, you see. So when we got one up a tree, when the dogs have got one up a tree, we all stand up and pee on the fire. And then...
We do that in New York, too.
Urinate? Well, anyway. Then we follow, then we go to the direction the dogs went, you know.
Right.
We follow the sound, and we go, and we try to take the raccoon alive. Sometimes the dogs get him before we do. And, well, the people that live in this country up there, the raccoon skins are part of their living sometimes, you know. They sell them for $30 or $40. They eat the meat, and
What does the meat taste like?
tastes like raccoon. A whole lot. Tastes a lot like. Well,
That's stupid
you
of
see,
me.
you bake it in an oven with sweet potatoes and all kinds of sauces, and it's really delicious. It's really good.
What kind of other meats do you get?
I don't kill anything that I don't eat.
All right, then that's fair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? That's okay then.
I don't kill a fly.
Yeah.
I don't kill a. I wouldn't kill a snake.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. As a matter of fact, the same place I went to, we had done some bulldozing work on this farm, and it was cold weather, and the bulldozer had turned over a stump, and a snake crawled out and just crawled up there and lay there. And I walked up, and he didn't move. You know, I knew it was too cold to strike, so I just pushed him back in the hole and let him stay warm.
Yeah, my father was like that too. Leave it alone. Leave you alone. Leave it alone.
Right.
Your wife is one of your backup singers, isn't she?
Well, my wife is my. Yes, on that song she is.
Yeah, and all your relatives are there.
Well, no, I got a lot of relatives, but I got a lot of people in my family are in show business.
Is anyone not in show business? They're all singers. And,
Well, no, in some way or another they're all in. Even my grandniece Kelly Cash is in show business.
she was our congratulations. I thought we could just bring June over for 1 second, then we'll go to
I wish
commercial.
you would.
Could we?
Yeah, she could tell you more about it.
We'll be right back with Style Getty. So don't go away. Okay. How lovely to have you. We are back. Estelle Getty is coming out, but tell quickly, June, how he proposed to you. I think it's the most romantic story.
Well, we were in concert in London, Ontario, Canada, and I was on the stage. I think there was about anywhere between 7,000 and 12,000 people in the audience, and I'm singing with my mother, Maybelle Carter, my sisters Helen and Anita, and we've got the Statler brothers over here, and Johnny Cash is standing up there singing. He just stops in the middle of everything and turns around and looked at me, and I wasn't really quite ready for this. In the middle of all of this, he said, I have something to ask you. And I said, what is that? And he said, I just wondered if you would marry me. And I said, shut up and sing. And he just stood there, and then I said, Mother Maybelle, play the Wildwood Flower. And she just smiled, and I tried to get the Statler brothers to sing. I tried to get everybody to do something, but we've hung together for a lot of years. We did get married. We have 7 children, 4 of his, 2 of mine, and 1 of ours, which makes
But you did say yes.
I
said
forgot
yes.
that you said yes.
I saw you holding his hands and patting him on the back of the head.
But I knew you were watching.
I saw that. I ran out here and held her hand and patted her on the back of the head, too.
That's even. That's fair.